Now, I was told this was a very special day because Mitch Rosen, our program director, for another, 3 days? Oh, wait a minute. That little guy is coming back. Hold on. That little guy, what's he doing over there? I don't know. He's talking to himself. That's what he does.
The guy's going to be screaming in that back office.
Screaming in that back office.
You know what they call a 37-year-old producer? A loser!
Jerk. You know, actually, I said this before. Drew Hayes was a terrific talk show host. Really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you know who
even in the hallways here
made him better? I did. I'm like the Harry Tynowitz of the score because I made all of them better.
And you fall off a horse.
I did. Twice. Put me on to fall off, to back up, fall off again. Say, oops, I'm fat and stupid. No, that's not the solution here. That's not the solution. So anyway, it's Dan Bernstein's 40th birthday, and you only have one of those, I believe. And for me, that was 27 years ago. Wow. 27 years ago, I was 40. Man.
It's been a good 27, though.
It's been a good 27 years since then. Yeah, it's just been great. And then Rod Zimmerman is out there. And really, see, believe me, if it was for me, Rod Zimmerman wouldn't even walk out of his office.
That ain't true!
It is true. It is true. He wouldn't walk 3 feet to see me.
That's not true!
It is true. And the gathering... And see, here's what I debate. The gathering...
They made them...
No, they didn't. Mitch didn't make them. It was like, just have a pistol in his pants?
No, seriously, they didn't.
I don't know.
None of the people from the other side, and I said it. I said, I know none of you want to be here. It was like all the people in office
space. They're all
space.
singing. How could that people want to be there? They were singing for you.
Because they had to. It's like the dead-eyed servers at one of those restaurants. So they have to. It's somebody's birthday, and they come over. They have to go happy.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
I like the rhythmic clapping.
Yes, that's true. It is my Mike Gundy bar mitzvah. No, technically,
does Mike do something that...
No, Chet's coming over to blow out his candle. And then we'll get to the cake later. But see, that never happened.
Garbage.
I don't know how many 40th birthdays have been celebrated here. I assume a few over the years. But anyway, it's quite a turnout.
That ain't true!
It was mandatory. They would all be fired if they didn't show up.
It was not mandatory. Rod did not come out of his Godspeed office until it was late, or wearing his Speedo. I mean, he did not come out till much later. Ooh, that's bad, isn't it?
No,
I think he wears
it. Bad as some.
I think he wears it out to Martha's Vineyard. Whoa. Are you German? No. Why are you wearing that? But here, no. See, all I know is there's a lot of people out there, and most of those people hate me. So
that's pretty much.
Most of them have no idea who I am.
It is true.
Half of those people didn't know my name.
That was an idiot. No, that's not true because that was an enthusiastic response. We were on the other side of the door.
Seriously, it was exactly like Lumberg's party on Office Space. Happy birthday.
No, we could hear him through the door. Right, Jay? We were listening through the door. We were watching through the portal. That's the safest way, really, watching through the portal.
Yeah, we weren't invited to it.
No. Well, I was. I couldn't get out there. You guys wouldn't let me
couldn't get out there quick enough?
Well, that's right. I couldn't get out there quick enough.
Aren't you having cake?
I'm going to wait till...
Are you kidding me? The vultures are over there.
Ravaged by all the people from the other side.
It's actually really good.
I'd like some. Look good.
Well, I think we can get you a piece, Milton.
That cake, of course, courtesy of David Hernandez?
Yes, he was kind enough to send it over.
Bobby's going to drop out of it.
Unfortunately, it doesn't belong to us. It was cake that someone else
gave the cake back.
He said if they gave him the cake, he'd give them back 16% more cake.
Right.
That it would be that cake and then 2 cupcakes back. But then he decided to send that cake along here.
So even if I don't get any of that cake, I'm still going to be 100% behind because I believe there's going to be another cake down the road.
Oh, there'll be more cake coming. You just sit tight, and there'll be brand new cake. It'll be better because the business model is sound.
But when that cake doesn't come, then I'll just be stuck without cake.
And the only one waiting for it will be Jesse. Because he thinks that cake is going to multiply into something other than, like...
Everything's fine.
I'm a dumbass.
Yeah, like salmonella. Other than that, what are you going to get from that cake? Well, I don't know, but I think
cake is going to turn into bologna sandwiches.
Well, that's what it is. That's what it is. But you know what? Here's where we are. We're very patient. We're very, very patient here. Anyway, happy birthday. And really, that is an outstanding...
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you.
They tied me down and grabbed me by my private parts and wouldn't let me out of the room.
But that's in your contract.
I know. Well, I have to be tied down. But those two would not let me out because Maddie was laughing so hard.
I know. I think they were laughing at me.
They were, yes. To be more precise, they were laughing at you.
It was super lame.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's Lumberg's birthday from Office Space. That's what that was.
It's embarrassing to see people go crazy over a man's 40th birthday.
I know.
You should be embarrassed for yourself right now.
No, it's not his doing.
Are you going to take what?
a glove to the next Sox game, too?
And ask for autographs?
No, he takes that to the Cub game.
Quentin didn't give me an autograph.
I want to talk about the Cubs in a second here after break. Got some thoughts about the mighty, mighty cool.
Good. We have
Because there's been a lot of Cub baseball played. We talked about it real early in the show, but not what I want to.
You weren't here for the spark.
Hey, since you're 40 now, you should think about your future.
Oh,
I have a really nice investment plan for you. It's called a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Well, how does it work? Because I'm open to investment possibilities. I think that's great. I talked to my friends at Fifth Third Bank, and
I think as we're let's Google it.
I'm going to call David Hochberg and
Ponzi's jackets in the Smithsonian.
Right.
So it can't be all bad, Maddie.
No, that's Fonzie.
No. David Hernandez's jacket is also in the Smithsonian.
This is just a witch hunt.
Empty. It's full of pills. What's in the pocket? Pills. Ooh, okay. I don't believe that either.
Maybe we should have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on again.
Oh, good.
Maybe we said we're going to do it at 4 o'clock every day.
Yeah, we said every day Kareem's going to join us. Have thoughts for us from the submarine.
Even though he wouldn't know it.
Yeah, Kareem.
Did you notice Kareem is in every picture now? Like UCLA's with them when they win something. He's with the Lakers when they win something.
I know.
Was that guy found in the closet of a hotel room?
Kareem?
Oh, that's David, right?
David Hernandez was, but Kareem was in the picture when they found him, though.
Yeah, he thought there was a celebration building. They're waiting for that big return for their buck.
I went back. I looked at my
Richard Jefferson.
No, not Richard Jefferson.
I looked at my wedding album the other day from 10 years ago. Kareem's in the pictures.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, look at all the table
Kareem is giving away back.
He's
in every picture.
Right. He's out there doing the horror.
Right. He's with a horror.
Wait, he did a who?
He did a horror.
He's in every picture. Every sports picture taken. He was in behind in the Derby.
Miracle on Ice.
The Derby.
Right there's actually a picture of Muhammad Ali standing over him, cocking his arm as he's lying there.
Well, but he doesn't remember that. And then he was
raised the black fist at the Olympics.
Yes, he was on the ice with the Penguins. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Kareem was in the back. He thinks he played everywhere. Somebody's got to stop him. He's a serial picture taker, snapper man, snapper.
He's actually got into a fight with Rick Mahorn at a WNBA game,
and he's running down a path in Vietnam naked after a napalm
and he could
attack.
He could also tell you about a guy who took all his money.
Well, Kareem maybe had some
issues
with
my buddy Tom Collins. I used to sit with Tom Collins all the time and talk about his players, and because he was always Kareem. And I'm telling you what, that guy. Well, we're going to start a Webio. Tom Collins' name. All right, I think that's all good. He says, I'm pretty sure I think you suck at radio. I said, hey, that didn't stop anybody. Okay?
That's good.
Never stops anybody. Seriously, never stops people. Check for that. Anyway, happy birthday.
Thank you.
If I'd have known it, I'd have brought you a cake. And maybe I did.
I left it in the rain.
I did. I left it out in the rain, and then I Doug Radered it. That would have been the cake to leave you.
Well, it's better.
Oh, Mr. Rader.
That's worse than Sparky Lyling it. Because Doug Rader would actually leave something there. Mm-hmm. Sparky would just put a nice little aspirin in for you. Aspirin cake is good, though. It's good. One a day is good for your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Cubs thoughts.
Cubs thoughts.
On WSCR, The Score.